Yeah.
All right, so
Oh,
and we are live. Welcome everyone. So Luke, I think we need to change our show name from the Luke and Brett Show. I think we need to stake our
hone
claim,
in.
stick a flag into the ground, and really focus that. We really focus lately that I find. We talk about real estate, we talk about mortgages, we talk about sales, we talk about AI.
Yeah.
So like the AI powered professional or something. What do you
Right.
think?
I agree. Maybe what do we use AI? Throw a couple of our last calls in there and say come up with some names.
You know, we're gonna do that. I'll do that today. I have all the transcripts for them, so I'll pull that, and I think we need to make it so the
An
yeah
SEO friendly.
yeah yeah that's a great idea. So last week we were talking about doing workflows, about
Yeah.
really specifically for one of the things that I'm doing. We've talked about tech stacks,
Yep.
how you're using tech stacks. You're the one that introduced me to N8N. Haven't really dove into that a whole lot. Still building out my workflows through make.com
Yep.
just because the interface is easier, and I
Yeah.
plan to get it working there, but as it scales, move that over to N8N simply because of the fact that I like the way the billing is, how it's per workflow as opposed to per action.
Yeah.
I can see how that cost could really blow
Yeah.
up. But um, I'm
Well,
using
cool,
all
man.
the LLMs. I'm using ChatGPT.
Got them
That's my
all.
go-to. I think they're. I was just on a conversation earlier today that, and they were wanting to highlight Copilot. I'm like, well, why do you want to highlight Copilot? Because that's what enterprise solutions use. Because it's
Right.
ChatGPT with guardrails around it.
Yeah.
And I said, well, if we're going to create learning content, we can't. I said I'm fine with mentioning Copilot as long as we mention ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini. I think
Yeah.
those are. I think ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. Who am I missing?
Your favorite
Grok.
Gronk.
Yeah, I think those are. I think Copilot's there, but I think Copilot's really an enterprise. I don't think anyone non-enterprise is using Copilot.
I don't know a
Do you
single
come across
person.
anyone using Copilot?
Never. I
Yeah,
can't remember the last time I heard somebody mention that they used Copilot.
yeah. I mean, you say Copilot, you're like a plane.
You're like, what is that? Is that a thing? No, it's ChatGPT clearly, market
I just
leader.
lost your
I, th-
audio. You're coming in and
uh,
out. Trying to
let
fix it on
me
my end.
might be me. Got my headset.
Now I just lost you altogether.
I can see you. I can hear you.
I see the system picking up your audio. I just can't hear you. That's interesting.
Let me change my microphone.
Nope.
Can you hear me now? How about now?
You can hear me, right?
I can hear you. I can
Okay.
see you. I just changed my microphone.
No. I'm just shaking my head when I see your lips move and I can't hear you.
Let's see. I'll switch it
That's
back.
crazy. You had great audio at the beginning and then we just lost it. That's the Here's the perils of doing things live. Oh, we're going to see if he comes back. I don't know what we were talking about. We'll see if he comes back here anytime soon.
Coming back
He's
in.
popping back in. Nope, still no audio. But maybe it's me. Hold on. Let's not blame you because it's coming up on. I bet
I
you
can
it's
hear
me. It's
you. I
probably
can
not
see
you.
you.
I bet you my AirPod died. Let's take out my AirPod. Dude, that's exactly what it was.
Ah!
Sorry.
All good.
Damn things. Apple's coming out with their big announcement next week. They're coming out with like new AirPods. They're coming out with new iPads. They're coming out with new iPhone. They're coming out with a new Apple Watch. They're coming out with a.
I saw one of those good memes the other day on Apple, and it was like the last like 15 years of the the their annual event that they do, and it was just comedy. It was like the exact same product, the exact same presentation. And it was like the brand new, groundbreaking, and it's like last year's iPhone. Like you couldn't tell. It's just like,
What
and
iPhone do you
everybody's like,
have?
yeah. Uh, I mean, I am a sucker for the deal. I got the newest one.
Ah,
Uh,
I'm on
the
a
the Mac,
12.
the Max
I got the
16
iPhone
Max
12
X, whatever.
Max Pro. And
Look at you.
the reason why I have never upgraded it is exactly what you had just said. Is that
Yeah.
I didn't see any difference year over year. I haven't found that it's lagging. Now I'm hitting up. I am going to upgrade to the 17 because it's a complete new. It's
Right.
going to be brand new, so I'm going to be upgrading to that. But
I I wish I didn't. I got my last phone. I dropped it in the lake, so that was there was a
so you had to.
unnecessary upgrade. And but I'll tell you what, the last one that I had, like I kind of liked it better. Like it was like it seemed more responsive, and
Really?
yeah, I was like, oh man, I got the brand new, latest and greatest, most terabyte, blah blah blah, top of the line everything, and I'm like, this is nothing, nothing remarkably better or new or anything.
Yeah.
So same song and dance, just
Same song and dance.
new number on it. Um,
Well, they're supposed to be coming out with a folding one. I mean, that's not really innovative because Android or Samsung's been doing that for a while.
I saw that latest the Android one. Seemed pretty legit. I'd be afraid that I might crack it in
My
half,
brother-in-law has
but
one. Apparently, he likes it.
I bet.
He went from all Android, and then he switched to all Apple, and then he got fed up, and now he's gone right back to Android.
Going back,
Yeah, so
it's for everything else that I have that I operate off of is Google. I mean, G Suite, Google Docs, like everything. Um, but then on Apple products, so
are you
I'm
using
sure.
with that? Are you using Gemini? Are you using Gemini to dial into your email and calendar and?
No, not that much. I still, for AI stuff, it's just ease of use, ChatGPT. I mean, I do have it for, I will use it sometimes, but I don't really find too much value out of like I mean, I click a button and write a response to an email, but
Well, I think I came up with these thought process on these different levels of, I guess, application of how people
yeah,
are using AI. And I came up with, just like the zero moment of truth, I came up with like
yeah,
a stage zero where it's more of skepticism and curiosity, especially in the demographic that the mortgage industry and probably more the
right,
real estate industry that adopts, the the early Gen X, like people
yeah,
who are, I think the average age that I last checked was somewhere around 60. But then they go into, and I'm looking at them right now because I wrote them down. And then you go into stage one, which is awareness and exploration. The first step is starting to ask AI questions.
right,
And then it goes into assisted creation. Now that you're using AI as a polishing partner,
hmm,
you know, take this and polish my email. I use that all the time. I'm sure you do. Assisted creation is the next step. Workflow automation is the step after that, which is where you're probably the next step after that, which is an integrated teammate. The AI becomes an assistant built into your systems.
yeah,
And the next step, which kind of want to talk to you about, because I'm having a hard time. I had thought that I was going to be able to just do a hands-off editing for AI.
Hmm.
I haven't figured it out. I like there has to be human intervention. I don't think that AI can. AI is not able to actually know the nuances, the tonalities, the beginning
Yeah.
and end of a certain video to know where to cut. So I think there still needs to be that. It can do the audio, it can remove filler words, it can do a lot of that. But as
Yeah.
far as the creative, I think some humans
It's
are going to have
yeah. It
your
still
virtual
gets
assistant in the Philippines has a job security on that.
it still gets hung up on like um yeah, like take it. I mean, if you were to take long form to short form, like trying to find the hooks, the perfect timing for the hooks, like it'll take a video and chop it up in good chunks, but very more often than not, it's missing the proper hook there.
Yeah.
Um,
So what I'm working
which
on now for those videos then is I'm having a single location that
mhm,
I can upload my video to. I'm doing Semper Ruck. I'm doing that every morning.
yep,
I also do Tactical Agent. I also do a lot of things. It's up to me to make sure that when I upload the file, because I upload it into my download folder and then just drag and drop it into,
yeah,
I use Google Drive, but it's just a single folder. But it's up to me to make sure that I properly do the prefix of the label correctly. And it's just a 2-letter word and an underscore. So whatever
okay,
whatever project it is, and then I have make.com watching that folder, and then it will take it to certain places. It'll put it into Descript. Descript, you can have it do the audio. You can
yeah,
have it do the filler words. There's a lot of things you can do, and Descript's great because it'll it will also eliminate du scenes, I think is what they're calling it. Takes. It eliminates the
yeah,
takes. So I've stopping the recording, starting the recording, stopping the recording. When I screw up, I just
yeah.
do another
Keep going.
take, and the
Nice.
AI will do that. So when
I saw
that's
that they
done
have clip editing too. I have not tried it out yet, but
on Descript,
yeah,
oh dude, it's so like I don't know why anyone would not want to use Descript because you're literally editing by the script. Like the amount of time that you would have to do to go
yeah,
take the
yeah,
bar and try to get that perfect timing.
yeah,
Like it's
right,
it eliminates. I bet you it eliminates at least 70% of the time that you would normally do on
right.
regular video, and I'm probably being conservative on that. It's probably more than that. So because now what I'm doing is it's just automatic. It takes out the filler words. It takes out the takes. It takes out the takes. It
Yeah,
removes the gaps that are longer than a second.
yeah.
So and then it just leaves me with everything, so I can just read the script, go through it once, and start eliminating things. It does studio sound.
Yes. So where are you at right now with your workflow? Your make. You want
Now
to
where
jump
I
in
need
there and check it out, or
No, I'm not there yet. Now
okay?
where I'm at is I need to figure out if it has the ability to self-publish. I don't think it does, but once I publish it, um, I need to work out that workflow, and I don't think it's the automation stuff right there now. I don't think that's where it's at. It is like what's that next step in the process because I'm still using Opus Clip, and what I found with Opus Clip is that I've got to run it through Descript first, get the studio sound, get everything all that dialed in, and then
Right.
give it over to Opus Clip so it can garbage in, garbage out. So if you don't have a high
Yeah.
quality video, Opus Clip's not going to do any of that. Opus Clip just does a really good job of taking out those segments. Now, Descript is supposed to do that, but I don't think it. I think Descript
Right.
is a really great Swiss Army knife, but for the price, Opus Clip is still, and I still have like 3,500 credits. So
Right.
like I can use that for the rest, like every week for the rest of the year and still not burn through that. So I've got to increase my content and posting
Usage of it, yeah,
duration.
for
Yeah.
sure. One of the nice things on that I really like is um, the ability to just pull in a YouTube link where it's just like, and they actually have they open it up to quite a bit too. So I wonder if you could just pull in a Descript link if they have the Descript built into there too.
I know that they can do Google Drive, and I know that
Yeah.
they can do YouTube. Where I'm, maybe you can solve this question, is that we're going live right now,
Hmm.
and it's going right to YouTube. So if we take that YouTube link and we put it into Descript, it will import it, it will transcribe it and such. But what does that do with the live video? Like, should we go live? Or I like going live because it always has
Yeah.
that recording available. But I also think that it would probably behoove us to take each of our independent ones and edit it and then but you can't replace the live. You can only upload the live. There's no point in having two of them.
Yeah. I mean, I think I mean in my mind, just the live for the live sake, and then the content creation from that. So just chop that stuff up, and then go into shorts with that stuff
Yeah.
rather than trying to edit and
Well, that's a
just
good idea.
let it go.
Yeah. Any of this stuff, any of the stuff that we're doing here, just let it go, keep as alive, and
Yeah.
then take that clip, put it right into Descript, fix it, and then throw it to Opus Clip, and then use that
Yep.
to punch out. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Well, the cool thing is with this though is it's recording different channels. So
Yeah.
although we're seeing us side by side, it's also recording us on different channels. So I can take I can drag and drop once we're done here. I can drag and drop your video that just has you on it and it doesn't even have me on it and vice versa.
Mm,
So that would actually probably be better for Opus Clip because it'll take out
right.
everything that you say. Probably still want to put
Uh,
it in Descript though because what it will when I'm talking, you're just going to be just like what you're listening. It's
yeah.
just going to show dead space. So you'll probably still want to put it into Descript, transcribe it, eliminate anything over 1 second gap. So that way it just has your
Yeah.
dialogue.
Does your um does your platform have any automations like after the recording's done, then X, Y, and Z?
Yes. I don't have it turned on. I believe, and we'll know here soon enough once we're done here. But I know that I could. The way I found out about Descript originally was the fact that Ecamm came up with the new version came up with a direct export to it.
Oh,
So this is recording. Everything's going to be recorded, and it's going to go onto my hard drive,
yeah.
and then I'm gonna have to check into that because that'd be
That
because
that
that
that would probably be the thing where if you can connect your Ecamm to your Descript, where it just automatically pulls that stuff in after
yeah
something's done, and then from there, um, then it's you're removing a whole I got to do this type step,
yeah.
right? Where 9 times out of 10, that's
Well,
where
and
the
I
bottleneck.
I wonder if there's a way for and I'll check on this. I would rather have it instead of going directly to Descript. I'd rather have it just go directly to Google Drive because
Yeah,
if I do it
I
to
mean
Google
that's
Drive, then I can
you can
automate
run your naming,
the process to go to you, so you have
right?
all the raw files too, in addition to sending it to Descript. Just more stuff to play around with.
Yeah.
You know?
Anytime there's a new file in here, then do X.
So I ran a competition called the AI Innovator Challenge for my day job, And I think I shared this with you. I was really
Yeah.
reluctant to do it. It was coming up for a conference, and I was reluctant because I'm like, God, what if we don't get anyone to submit anything? And we were focusing on five finalists to have the finale live at this event. And I'm like, so I had my bar set really, really low. I just wanted to get
Yeah.
5 people. Like, if I got five
Right.
people, I can make that work. We got 43 submissions.
Nice.
And the mistake I made is that we had 5 judges, and each one of them took about 10 minutes to actually judge. So there was a commitment on time on it.
Oh
So
wow.
what I ended up doing is I actually created a GPT to, like, I did my first 5. I'm like, no, there is a more efficient way of doing this. So I actually
Yeah.
created a GPT. I took the submission form. I just copied the submission form. I put it in the GPT. Everyone had to submit a video. I transcribed it, transcribed the video. If it was on YouTube, I just went into that transcription, copied it, and pasted it. And I told Chat GPT, the GPT, I trained it on the 5 different things that we're judging on.
Yeah.
And God, it made it a lot faster. Not only did it make it faster, it made it fair because when the first 1, 2, or 3, they're going to get judged differently than the last 38, 37, 37, 38, 39.
Yeah.
Because now I'm just like, oh my God, I got to get done. So I actually created it to whereas it had to ask me one question at a time.
Yeah.
So I uploaded it, it punched out its recommendation, but then I had to go through each one of those and it asked me questions based on the pre-thing. And so it
Cool.
punched out the scores. So I had AI help me judge an AI contest.
I love it. So, any big takeaways or standout?
About half of them were people who created they're entrepreneurs. So they're
Mm-hmm.
taking it and they're running with it and they're building software around it and they're trying to market it and sell it. There's
Oh, gotcha.
nothing that really the way that people are using it. Remember, I had to think about what the demographic is.
Yeah.
I hear a lot that all agents are doing it for email polishing, they're creating listing descriptions, they're doing this. And in my experience, no, they're not. Not everyone. Should everyone be doing that? Absolutely. Everybody should be doing that, but not everyone is. So my content team, we've been working pretty rapidly when you start thinking about the enterprise process to get things to market.
Yeah.
We're doing things in record time to come out with a foundations course, which is meant to just really teach people the nuts and bolts of how
Right.
to engage with AI, the things that you need to know so that everything downstream you have that fundamentals. We're teaching them the alphabet. We're teaching them
Yeah.
the ABC song. And but I think the finalists is just innovative stuff that they're using. I didn't see anything that was automated, and that's where I came up with the whole different stages of where people are at. Some of the
Yeah.
feedback that I've gotten back from when we were seeking contestants, I did get a few people make comments about how they don't trust AI. They watch too much. We are all products of growing up during Terminator, and
Right.
so our thought process is AI is gonna
Yeah.
become a
Like we know where
machine
this
that kill us.
goes.
Yeah. So I did see a few comments on that, which is where I led to zero. That zero one was skepticism leading into curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think once they get past that skepticism and they start seeing the efficiencies of the help it can assist you with,
Right.
it'll lead to that next stage.
So ultimately, in the end of the day, all your contestants that you had were basically just people trying to peddle their own
Almost,
AI
I
service.
didn't do an exact number, but I would say that probably about half,
Yeah.
near half of those.
You're like, we were looking for actual boots on the ground, practical use case here, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some that um,
But that's okay. I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, that's how the industry works, right? It's like you have a lot of these people who are boots on the ground. They're like, "Hey, this was a problem for me. I started doing this, X, Y, and Z, and then boom, you have a company and a product and service." So
yeah,
kudos on them
and
for
then
that.
a lot of those applications really what they are is just prompt raptors. They're not raptors, prompt wrappers. So
Yeah,
you can do everything you can with it. If you knew how to engage with Chat GPT or any other
yeah,
LLM, then all the product does, all the app does is just build out the prompts for you. So it's
right.
just that extra layer. Um,
I guess that's all AI is at the end of the day, anyway.
well, and that's why I came up with the stages. I think where the value lies in is the automation that occurs with it. Are you doing anything with um, the AI within Go High Level as far as the phone calls that come in and training the chat bot? And
Yeah,
are you?
yeah. So right now we're not using the AI voice for outbound. So I have other stuff for the outbound. Well, it's not out for outbound yet. I mean, they have some beta stuff, but inbound voice for inbound phone calls, all of the chat, text message, Instagram, chat widgets, all of that. So we have all of our users on that. So um, really big on the B2B side. So for all of our loan officers connecting with the real estate agents. So we're actually having inbound referral partners. So have it go out, get referral partners from the market, open conversations with them, and having them saying, yes, we're open to working together. So front end on that, and then scheduling calls, follow up. Um, Really kind of like the main kind of missing point or next leg of that journey is going to be the phone call. It can bring in inbound phone calls right now internally, but it's not quite there yet for outbound.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, when I know they're going to have some significant guardrails on it when they do open up for outbound.
You know,
Um,
I'm so I think that the industry is going to go too far. It's going to be a novelty at first, but once they open up those floodgates, it's going to become an annoyance really fast. So for me, I'm not even going to go down that route for outbound communication. My belief is that all of the stuff that's going to happen is going to make that unique human interaction even more important
yeah,
because
for sure.
I think most people are going to it's really cool now when nobody else is really doing it, but once the masses start figuring out, they
Yeah,
want. I had this question, the free report, the free how to buy a home report, and people are like, you should come out and just do it for people. I'm like, here's the
right,
thing. Here's one way to ruin it for everybody. Mass produce one report and have everyone push the same report. I said,
right,
you want the what word efficacy? You want the efficacy to go away? Then do that.
right. Give
There's got
everybody
to
the
be that
same thing.
barrier of entry. There's got to be that sweat equity that has to be put into it,
Yeah,
and then do that because if you give, this, everybody will do easy. You give anybody a 2-step program, you'll get like 100% buy-in. You go to step 3, you're losing 70%.
yeah. You know what I think would be awesome, or like a really good thing for because I know you're huge on your free reports. Gamma, if you haven't used it, is an amazing tool for creating presentations, PDFs, insanely user friendly
Really?
and works well. Um, the a 1-2 punch would like literally be having somebody like jump on like ChatGPT, like talk into it to create the framework of a PDF, throw that directly into Gamma and have I mean, you could knock it out in minutes.
Really? Well, it just
Yes,
so
absolutely.
happens that I need to do that. I already have the framework for it because I have to do I have to do a in. I'm going to be on stage and I have to present on that whole finale.
Hmm.
So I already have the framework and I have the show flow. So Gamma, I'm going to go check that out, and we'll be able to talk about that next week.
Yeah, it is for presentations, PDFs. I mean, it couldn't be um, more user friendly.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Those are the two things I'm going to come back to you on. Number one is, look at our last few shows and see if we can't come up with some options on a name, and we'll choose that next week.
Cool.
And then number two is I'm going to check out Gamma and see, come back and probably be amazed at
Yeah,
it because I mean that's just what we do. That's our forte.
yeah, I think you'll like it, and it's so user friendly. Agents can use it.
All right. And then I'm also going to figure out the whole Ecamm if I can get that into Google Drive and build out automation. I think that'd be better. So I'll come back on all.
Yeah,
Those are the three things I'm going to do by front on our next one.
beautiful.
All
Let's
right,
get
my
it, my
man.
man. Have a great weekend.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Rock and roll.